Hey guys, the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning to all the kaboomers out there. Lee Benke and the rest of the population of the chat box that's gathering here for this live broadcast. Indeed, this is a live stream. Make sure you're touching all the buttons for me, guys. The like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Molest all the YouTube buttons. Let them know that Champagne Crypto is on the networks, kabooming with the best of them, guys. Today we'll be talking about Bitcoin upsurge expected by the end of the year. So says some bullish articles. We're still waiting for that kaboom, and it looks like the end of the year is going to be that period that we're either going to see it or not. Okay, I want to know if it's going to kaboom or not. We're going to be talking about that here in the population of the chat box. Also, Mosaic, an Ethereum scaling solution, question mark. Has Ethereum found a scaling solution with this Mosaic technology that they're talking about? I'm going to be reviewing that as well as the rest of the boomers tune in to the population of the chat box. We are just preheating this oven, turning on the broiler to 450 and beyond, cooking up those nutritious crypto meals for all the boomers worldwide. Shout out to my snipers out there. I see Smart Money up there in the population of the chat box, loving the good energy. Magic Boots, I see you out there. Good morning to all the boomers. Let's take a few more seconds. Let the population gather. Indeed, we're starting this live broadcast. If you're just tuning in right now, we're about to start booming. You're catching the broadcast at the beginning here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll be talking about Bitcoin upsurge expected by the end of the year. Like I said, this end of the year is going to be the trial test for Bitcoin to see if it's going to kaboom in 2019, guys. It looks like we've been seeing nothing but a bear market this entire year, but it hasn't been all doom and gloom because it has been supporting its price somewhere between 6 and 7, apparently. As the rest of the boomers here tune into the box, let's go ahead and look at the coin market caps and see how healthy the markets are looking today. Kaboom the buttons out there, crypto maniacs. Let me share my screen, take out these coins out of your face, hit refresh out here, and make sure that we're up to date with the latest booming information as the market caps are maintaining there at 216 billion on the bags worldwide for crypto. Bitcoin dominance at 52.3%. We're about the same as we were yesterday. Okay, same as we were yesterday, a little bit more. But, you know, for all those complainers out there still waiting for that 4,000, I don't know out there. It seems like we found some sort of support this entire year. Some have say that only way to go is up now, but we'll be discussing that. Bitcoin at 65.44, up 1%. Ether there back in the number 2 spot at 217. Ripple having a performance today, again being pumped by those central bankers out there. We got Ripple up 21% at 55 cents. You know, I feel like it's trash, although some people are making profits. So let me not hate on those that are snagging a little bit of profit there with the rips. For the short term, mid to long term, I think it's a doomer if you ask me. Bitcoin Cash at 447. EOS also looking healthy at 542. Stellar at 25 cents. Litecoin at 57. Tether at $1. Cardano at 8 cents. Monero at 115. It looks like that performer today is Ripple. Okay, as much as I don't like it, you know, it is what it is. We got Eternal Token, a newbie, stepping into the scene. Up 87%. Never heard of Eternal. Let me know if you know about that. Another shiller, perhaps. We got Electronium coming back to life there, up 27%. I had some Electronium boomers there in the population yesterday and before. You know, I'm not necessarily on the Electronium train, although I don't want to be off of it either. Electronium has caught my attention in the past. I know it runs on the Monero algorithm. So, you know, stay focused on that. Ripple's doing well. Mona, Mixin, and then 0x is up as well at 66 cents. I've identified the decentralized exchanges as one of those industries that I'm focused on out there. Things like 0x, Waves, BitShares, and whatnot have definitely caught my attention. Let's look at the losers today. Rchain, IOST, Qcash, Horizon, Dogecoin, True USD, and Chainlink. Also, Steem is there as a, well, it's not a loser. It's up in the green. So it looks like everything is on the green today, mostly there's no, it's only a few coins that are in the red, and our chain's the big loser, but Dogecoin is basically holding its price out there. So a nice green day, green pastures. It looks like we're going to be drinking grass-fed all day here on the or eating grass-fed all day here on the coin market caps. Looking sexy out there. Let's go ahead and check out the population of the chat box. I see Boss Lady out there. Good morning, Boss Lady. Kaboom, a sniper there. Yo, good morning, crypto champions. Indeed, the champions are here in the box. Good morning to Boss Lady, one of the top crypto chicks worldwide. Magic Boots says Ripplings. Indeed, you know, the Ripplings are doing all right. You know, I don't know, but, you know, Ripple up 4 billion, write it if you want, but get ready to be bucked off, says CryptoZilla. Nothing is going on. I can't even trade in this market, says Smooth Operator. What up, Champer, says Magic Boots. And Impatient Potato has stepped in the box saying, yo. Good morning to all the boomers. Indeed, you're just catching this at the beginning of the broadcast. We're talking about a Bitcoin upsurge expected by the end of the year. So says an article I'm about to share with you guys. We'll also be talking about Mosaic. Apparently, there's an Ether scaling solution out there that I also want to discuss. Let's check out this article over here on CoinGape.com. I have it linked down below titled Bitcoin Feeling Bullish at 64.50. A substantial upsurge is expected before the 2018 end. Okay, so, you know, everything's hinging at this 2018. We were expecting some sort of a kaboom this year, but it looks like the entire year we've kind of been bleeding out and found the support there around $6,000 to $7,000, which is healthier than most would expect out there. Bitcoin price is feeling bullish at 64.50, says this article, amidst positive news of Google allowing crypto ads from next month. Bakkt confirming physically delivered Bitcoin future contracts and gaining mainstream recognition on Scrabble Dictionary. Guys, if you didn't know, Bitcoin, the word Bitcoin has been added to the Scrabble Dictionary. This is also being reported at a CN.com. Household name, new Scrabble Dictionary includes Bitcoin as playable word. Apparently, this was added a few years ago, but they're rebroadcasting the good news there on the crypto networks, which is cool, which is all right with me, you know. Let Bitcoin be out there. Bakkt, okay, I know you guys like the legacy financial suits getting into the game. If you guys haven't heard about Bakkt, ICE, the entity that owns the NASDAQ, they're creating a crypto platform out there that's going to be regulated apparently in with help from Microsoft, Starbucks, and the Intercontinental Exchange. This is a brainchild of a number of firms, says Crypto Daily here. And this is going to roll out in November, okay? Bakkt is promising to be the next big thing for Bitcoin. Bakkt promises to bring institutional crypto investment to the mainstream, shattering the dream of traditional Bitcoin ETF and fostering a new culture of big crypto investment through a platform that has been designed to benefit everyone, says this article on Crypto Daily. People are getting very excited about Bakkt. Overall, it's no surprise why either. So what is Bakkt? Bakkt is the brainchild of a number of firms, including Microsoft, Starbucks, and the ICE, Intercontinental Exchange, as well as the Boston Consulting Group. Bakkt aims to explore blockchain tech and cryptos by utilizing the Microsoft cloud to develop an open but regulated digital asset that in the future could be used at stores like Starbucks. Bakkt believe that institutional investment is going to drive the markets, like many of us believe too. So how are they going to make their services different, and how is Bakkt going to do that when no other crypto project has managed to do before? Bakkt understands that regulation is important and needs to be consistent. So there you go. You know, these suits, they want regulation. They want Big Daddy to hold your hand out there. And apparently some boomers like that. You know, I'm not so much into Big Brother stepping into the game. We took the bits to 20K and to 20K without the help of Big Brother. So I think we can get there again. But, you know, if Big Brother wants to come in and play with the boomers, they need to realize that they're playing on our field, not the opposite out there. So if you're waiting for Big Daddy to open up the gates for you, you're probably not a boomer. The fact that Big Daddy wants to get into the game with us is okay, but they are playing by our rules. Remember who's running this. Regulations will ruin crypto, says Smooth Operator. And, you know, to a certain extent, you know, one could already argue that that's what's happened this year. You know, the Bitcoin futures came into the game in December. Things kaboomed. And right after that, we saw doom and gloom this entire year. So my feeling is I don't care about Big Brother. I don't need them to hold our hands out here. I don't need the pat on the back out there. And I agree with Smooth Operator. We don't need anyone. On the other hand, Smooth, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are getting an erection when they hear that the banks are coming into the game. It's these same funny bunnies that we need to snipe out the box who are picking up Ripple, okay? They're the same funny bunnies picking up Ripple out there. But that's what it is out there. So drop a comment there in the population. We know Smooth's not believing it. Let me know how you feel about this backed platform. Apparently, it's supposed to bring more money into the crypto game. You won't have to wait for this Ethereum scaling solution. It works now, says this article on CoinDesk. So apparently, there's some tech out there called the Mosaic. Apparently, it's being proposed here. One of the improvement proposals there on Ethereum. And you could read more about that. Once fully tested, the Mosaic could then act as a scaling solution used in advance of other proposed solutions such as sharding and ZK snarks, which requires changes to the Ethereum blockchain dubbed Layer 1 as opposed to changes on off-chain auxiliary systems running on a secondary layer atop of Ethereum. So this is basically an auxiliary chain. Okay, so something on top of the chain out there that apparently is I would say an off-chain solution or a secondary chain solution. And then it will be able to communicate to the Ethereum main chain. You know, Champagne is not a techie, so I don't know the ins and outs about this. This is a rather long article. I invite you guys to check it out, okay? But let me know. Have you heard about this Mosaic? Is it a boomer? Is it doomer? Or not? Is it easy to be implemented? Let me know, okay? We know that Ethereum is bleeding out when it comes here to the capacity utilization out there. So, you know, they better get on their P's and Q's sooner than later, or if not, they risk being wiped out by other coins. EOS is breathing down Ethereum's neck. Okay, Tron is breathing down Ethereum's neck. Cardano is ready to start rolling out soon. Okay, you got other coins like Neo, even the other ones that have been around for a while, like Lisk, even Stratus out there. You know, there's options, and Ethereum better get in the gym sooner than later. I say this on all my broadcasts. Vitalik, I need you pumping right now. I need you booming. Stop playing games out there. Shout out to Boss Lady. She says, LMAO, this guy. With the funny bunnies. Indeed, we got to snipe them out the box. You know the deal. Good morning to Marlon Jones, Bulls on the block. One of our day one snipers out there. Always welcome here in the population. Good morning to Marlon out there. I see Smooth. I see Crypto Coochie. Or Chuchi out there. Not Coochie. Excuse me. I need to buy more Bitcoin, says Impatient Potato. Indeed, I think most of us would like some more bits. I believe Big Brother been in it from the start. Once again, we've been tricked by our government, says Quincy Rowe. We got a doomer out there. Someone saying that, this is a conspiracy since day one. I don't know. Some people say that, if you believe that, then, I don't know. I don't know what to say out there, Quincy. What's the positive news is what I want to know. The technology is all open source out there, and one could argue that the bits are a better solution than the fiat currency. So that's what it is. The majority of Ripple investors are mostly Berry Bear Cubs. Cryptomaniacs don't deal with bankster coins, says Smooth Operator. And I would have to agree with Smooth out there. You know how I feel, Smooth. I'm not with this central banking stuff. I don't care about the suits or about the regulation. If you've been in crypto for a while, you understand that crypto manifesto, that crypto ethos for decentralization, for privacy, guys, for being in control of your own bag. Do you want a middleman or people at Ripple deciding how things should be? I don't know. Buy low, sell high. Positive news, LOL, says Currency 365. Good morning, Currency. Kaboom to you guys. Currency's another boomer there on YouTube, always showing love here in the population. I invite you guys to check out his channel. Any tuber that shows love, I'm definitely going to show love back. Good morning. Good morning to Rafterman. Kaboom, a sniper is back. Rafterman, one of our 5-star generals. I see you out there. Hi, could you do a short sum up, please, says Christy Gita. I don't really do shorts. Champagne's not really a shorter, okay? You won't see me with the Daisy Dukes on out there, Christy, but perhaps you have an idea there that I may have to focus on. I see some people are interested in learning how to short some coins out there on BitMEX or whatnot, and perhaps maybe I'll do that. So thanks for letting me know. Baby bear gif, please, says Boss Lady. Indeed, the baby bear cubs are dancing and prancing. We need to snipe them right out of the box and get more bits, and more kaboom. I see you guys worldwide. Kaboom to McLovin, the Irish R&B singer. Welcome back. It's been a few days since I've seen McLovin there in the population of the chat box. He must be going hard out there in Vegas. I see you, McLovin. Good morning. Impatient Potato says wrecked. Indeed. Boss Lady with the hand clap. Smooth Operator says Champ is a kaboomer. He's only using longs. I think you're up on game, Smooth. I'm not here for the shorts. I'm not here for the short-term boom. I'm here for the long gunner, and I've told you guys for a while, I'm here for the long gunner with my sniper scope at minimum till the halvening occurs. I believe it's 2020 or 2021. It doesn't matter. We'll be here. We'll be here daily with the good crypto word. Shout out to Coran Bell. Good afternoon from the United Kingdom. Kaboom! Shout out to everybody in the UK. I got to say, they're probably... the UK is my second most tuned in, the country that tunes into the show the most, compared to the United States. So the second in line out there. So shout out to UK. And then number 3, I believe, is Australia. So shout out to everybody down under, everybody in the UK, and everybody in America, and everybody worldwide as well. I know I got boomers throughout Europe and Asia, even in Africa as well. But definitely, I see a lot of boomers out of UK. Shout out to Impatient Potato. He says UK's here. Okay, so there you go. Shout out to the UK. If Backed brings in the rich baby bears funds into Bitcoin, I think it works for us. They will get their diaper protected crypto and we'll have the real stuff. Good morning to Roger Oliver. Kaboom, a sniper out there. Good morning, Roger, out of Belgium, worldwide out there. So it's not only UK, we got Belgium in the house as well. CryptoZilla is talking about Backed bringing the baby bear cubs into the Bitcoin. Their diaper protected crypto. And what I like about this Backed is saying that they're going to deliver physical Bitcoins with these contracts. So they're going to need to, they're going to increase the demand out here. They're going to increase the demand out here. So it could be a good thing, CryptoZilla. Okay, not the fact that the suits are in the game, but the fact that they're opening up a platform that could raise the demand of Bitcoin. Lee Banky says, hop on the crypto train, choo-choo. Indeed. Do you hear the train? This thing may start kabooming by 2019, guys. I don't need you guys missing the train out there. Boom. Shout out to my crypt walkers out there. I see you guys. Shout out to my snipers as well. We're having fun out here. Yes, Backed as being their crypto daddy. Indeed, some people want a crypto daddy. Not everybody's responsible out there. I was reading a study. I'm sure you guys came across of it. Apparently, 75% of people do not have an inner monologue with themselves as they go about their day. Okay, so, it looks like 75% of people may be NPCs, non-playable characters in the game. In this simulation that we may be in out here. So don't be one of those 75%ers. Shout out to the difference out there. Shout out to Smooth Operator in Slovenia. Okay, all right, Smooth. I see you out there in Slovenia. We got people worldwide out there. Not only here in the States, but in Europe, Africa, Asia, and apparently out of this world as well. I know we may have some aliens tuning in as well, or some of those Russian bots. Yeah, Backed as being the crypto daddy as well, says CryptoZilla. I see that. Shout out to the boomers. You guys always get me excited. Champagne. I know I'm not the most polished guy out here. I stutter, I scream, I spit out here. But, I'm coming with that good crypto energy daily, keeping it 1,000 with the boomers. I'm here whether things are up or down, injecting the good crypto energy into the crypto sphere worldwide. Rafterman R says happening projected for March or May of 2020, or happening, I would say. I'm probably, yeah, you're right. That's a misspelling. Rafterman says happening projected for March or May of 2020. I don't remember for sure, but it's just a projection. I think it's in 2020 if I'm not mistaken. So when the happening occurs, the mining rewards will be cut in half and it will lower the supply of Bitcoin. So, you know, it is what it is. Champ could be an alien. That's why we're not allowed to see him. Smiley faces. Well, you know the deal, Smooth. The Nakamoto family is anonymous. We don't have a face out here. So neither do you, apparently, Smooth. I don't see your face yet either. So shout out to all my anonymous maniacs out here. It's not about us, you know, trying to promote ourselves personally, but to promote the ideas of the Nakamoto way, of the boomer way, about being responsible and continuing to manage our own private keys and our own boomer life out there, crypto maniacs. Indeed, it's all about the bits, says CryptoZilla. Indeed, it's all about the bits. And I'll say this in just about all my broadcasts: 50% of your crypto bag should always be in Bitcoin, just in case there's a rogue wave, a stormy one that may approach. You know, it gets, sometimes things start booming and all of a sudden a rogue wave may hit us. So you always got to have one in the chamber, have half the bag in Bitcoin, just in case these baby altcoins start the meltdown. Okay, we've seen some meltdowns with some of these altcoins. One day they're boomers and a week later they end up dooming out there. Shout out to the 29 maniacs here in the population of the chat box. I see you guys. We've been talking about a Bitcoin upsurge expected by the end of the year, and Mosaic, an Ethereum scaling solution. I'm going to go ahead and share this again. This is out of CoinGate. Bitcoin feeling bullish at 64.50. A substantial upsurge is expected before the 2018 end. And I say, you know, we've been expecting an upsurge this entire year. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened. Anybody that says that they know what's going to happen out there is probably lying to you. No one really knows out here with crypto. Anything could happen. We could be up, you know, at 30K next month, or we can be down apparently to about 4K. Some people are saying. I'm not sure if I believe either. I'm waiting for us to cross over that resistance level of 8,500. Will Bitcoin break 6560 today, says Jerome, excuse me. I don't know. You know, hopefully, you know. I won't be excited till we crack like 85, you know, or go down 58. I don't think it's going to go much lower than 58 at least. Recently, Bitcoin has found support at 61, says this article, while farming lower highs after rejecting the 6K resistance mark. However, bulls seem to be ready to make a break as the short-term potential is showing an ascending trend. If Bitcoin drops below its support level at 6,100, it can test out the June lows, while on the higher ground, if it finds resistance at about 6560, okay? Amidst positive news, you can see heard that Google has removed the ban on crypto ads, which is a good thing. As soon as Google banned the crypto ads, we did see a decline in the markets, a shrinkage, like I said yesterday, in the markets. You know, let's see if now that they lift this ban, if it would affect the price positively. Get the funk out at 8,500, question mark, says Ryan. I'm sure at all these resistance levels at 8, at 9, especially at 10K, we're going to be seeing sell-offs. A lot of people are trying to secure their profits. People still thinking in US dollars out there. They don't understand that, you know, the long game here is valuing your wealth in Bitcoin. So it is what it is. They're still trying to stack fiat. So, you know, these are hurdles that we're going to have to cross. So you know, I do expect a sell-off at 85, you know, so the road back to 20K is going to be a little longer than we expected. There's going to be sell-offs on the way. That's my opinion. This is an all-new experiment. Very exciting time to be alive, says Rafterman R. Indeed, remember where you were booming when the bits were growing. Hopefully 10, 20 years from now, you'll remember these times out here deep in the trenches, fighting the central bankers and the fiat currency out here, and the funny bunny fake mainstream media news out here, fighting the shadow bans or whatnot. We're out here daily with the boomers. Remember, one Bitcoin's one Bitcoin. Indeed, Rafterman, you got it. I wish crypto investors weren't such snowflakes, overreact to all news, says Marlon Jones. Yeah, there's little funny bunnies and snowflakes in every industry out there. The problem is that most of the alphas, they keep their mouths shut, so you don't notice that there is a population of alphas. That's why I'm out here every day with the boomers, and apparently, some of them show up here. Okay, so, but, the rest of the crew sometimes out there in the rest of the industry, sometimes they're a little funny bunny. You're right, Marlon. Get the funk out of 8,500. He said, oh, I meant the music, says Ryan. Yeah, if we cross 85, go to 9, as we close into 10K, I definitely think that that's the time to turn on the music and start partying, start crip walking again. Shout out to those walkers out there. Kaboom. Imagine the sell-off at 20K, all those people that were buying at an all-time high. You're right, Smooth. I mean, I expect, if we go back to 20K, I expect a, sell-off. So, as we go to, 8, 9, 10K is going to be a major sell-off, maybe 12 or 15 again, and then 20K for sure, because it was the last all-time high. So if and when, because I think it's only a matter of time before we get back to 20K, whether it takes, 1 month or 2 years, we will see a sell-off at 20K, and there'll probably be a dip. It'll retrace back, and then, it has to go to 20K, pull back before it can pass 20K. That's my opinion. Marlon Jones wasn't referring to those in the box. Nah, for the majority of the population here, we have boomers and alphas, not those snowflakes. You go into other populations of chat boxes out there, and you catch a lot of crypto commies, little crypto white knights out there. You got to be careful for the funny bunnies out there. Not in this box. You know how I keep it out here tight. I want everybody looking like Larry Wheels and 300 by the end of the year. No snowflakes over here. Copy thinks we're going to see a huge sell-off at 7K. I think that you may be right, Copy. We may see a sell-off on all these resistance levels. Adventures in Bitcoin says Ripple can be funny bunny. Be careful. I wouldn't go in all on Rip. Says Adventures in Bitcoin. I agree with you. I've been telling you guys, watch out for the rips. This could be a pump and dump. This is a central banking coin. It smells like, it smells like the Federal Reserve, if you ask me, okay? It smells like the Federal Reserve out there. It smells like the central bank, the IMF out there. If you know anything about that, they've been funny bunny playing with the fiat out there, and it's one of the main reasons crypto exists. Okay, so what are you doing trying to invest into a bankster coin out there? Copy knows. Ripple is a pump and dump, he says. Indeed. Ripple has faked us out already a few times. Let's not forget, Ripple went up to like $3 at one point, then it dumped back to about 20 or 30 cents. Okay? So, don't get caught up in that pump and dump out there. They got some BS news event in October, says Original Copy. Yeah, they got apparently, they're going to do a Ripple conference. They even got the Clintons showing up out there. If you haven't been convinced that this is not that this is the crypto commie coin, it's not the crypto commie coin, then you should be. Okay, this Ripple is smelling like central banking out here, guys. I'm not believing the hype. Shout out to the 34 maniacs out there in the population of the chat box. So we're expecting a surge according to this article by the end of the year. Listen, time keeps ticking. I'll tell you this. Me personally, I'll tell you this. Personally, I would have expected the boom to start occurring sometime after the summer. Okay, so here we are. The fall has started. I would have expected this boom to start right about now. Okay, but apparently hasn't kicked off just yet. So let's see if the rocket takes off by the end of the year. If not, we're going to be trading sideways, and I need patience out there. Do you think that crypto is still a free market controlled as heck? As we know, the crypto price is given by CoinMarketCap based on all crypto transactions happening across. Yeah, it's the price is given by CoinMarketCap, but there's a bunch of APIs that are distributing or signaling broadcasting the price from all these different exchanges. So, do I think it's a free market? I'll tell you this much. I know that there's funny bunnies going on with the trading of cryptos. Okay, so, some things are not 100% free, but I'll tell you this much, Christy. the bits, the cryptos are way freer than any of these fiat currencies out there. So, you know, this compared to the legacy system is way more freer. The markets monitored by Amber. Rumor is that the heavy transactions are made on markets outside of the ones monitored by coin market caps. Yeah, there's transactions, you know, those peer-to-peer transactions. If you sell Bitcoins outside of the exchanges, you know, that could happen. But I don't think that the majority of the heavy transactions are outside of coin market cap. I don't know if that's true. A copy thinks it's a free market, but people FOMO. I think for the majority, it is a free market. I mean, obviously, there's Funny Bunny, there's bots and stuff, you know, in some of these exchanges. But this is way more free market than what we have right now with this paper currency. So, you know, you're not going to get anything 1,000% pure free market out there. There's always going to be, you know, you're not going to, you know, get everything perfect out there. But this is better than what we have now. Adventures in Bitcoin says he predicted by October 15th we will see a significant pump in Bitcoin in my last video, says Adventures in Bitcoin. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of about what I'm expecting. You know, it's at the beginning of the fall, you know, sometime around now, end of September, early October, maybe by October 15th. You know, if we don't see the boom by November, you know, I don't know. You know, last year we saw November and December, you know, those real big booms out there. So if we follow that same path, we should see a upsurge by the end of the year. But, you know, don't count on it. Don't count on it. Don't put all your chips down and don't count on it. I mean, you always have one on the chamber. Always have those shutters ready in case this hurricane blows for longer. When BAT goes live, that can offset selling pressure caused by shorts to offset and boom will resume. You may be right. You may be right, Marlon. The halvening will show how governments can't manipulate by inflating the coin. That's a fact out there, Rafterman. So, you know, that's the thing with the bits, guys. The circulating supply is fixed. You can't keep printing the coin. And why, in my opinion, things like Bitcoin and, you know, things that have a fixed supply are better than some of the other cryptos that are inflationary. You know, one could argue something like Steem keeps printing coins, or even something like EOS keeps printing coins. Is that a good thing? I don't know if the inflation within the blockchain is necessarily a good thing. That's a whole nother video. We could talk about it. But Rafterman does make a point about inflating the coin. Ryan Shore says, a story on my newsfeed states Coinbase expanding coin selection. Anything on that? Yeah, I've been hearing about that they're about to roll out a new coin soon. The last coin that they rolled out is Ethereum Classic. And, you know, it boomed temporarily, but it really didn't do much for the price. I think Ether Classic's about $11 or $12 right now, if I'm not mistaken. There is speculation that they may add the BAT token, the basic attention token, 0x, Stellar, or Cardano, if I'm not mistaken, and I think there's one more in there, maybe Zcash, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I've been asking the question out there. It seems like when they first made the announcement of the coins that they were speculating on, the majority of the population thought it would be District X, the 0x coin, that decentralized exchange. But I've also heard, you know, it could be BAT, it could be Cardano. A lot of people say it could be Cardano as well. So I don't know, okay? But keep your eyes on those. You know, they may be popping up sooner than later. Copy thinks we need to see a huge sell-off first. Unless we hold up above 6K, we will see a huge dump. We've been holding above 6K the entire year, Copy. It's, you know, we've only gone under 6K a few times, and immediately things spring back up. So I think we found the support level. So, you know, but you may be right. You know, if we dump under 58, 55, people could panic, you know, and it may go lower. But, you know, I doubt it. I'll tell you that. I doubt it. I'm not betting on it. Does Ethereum even have a max supply, says Smooth Operator? That's a great question. I would like to say yes, but I can't confirm or deny that, Smooth. I'm going to be honest. I don't know the real answer for that. ETF will not get approved. Be prepared for the worst to cost average. This way you won't be disappointed and will relish the kaboom, says Lazor. We're not expecting ETFs to get approved here or not. We're not waiting for an ETF. You know, I don't care about the ETF. To highlight that point, Marlon Jones says, please watch YouTube video, The Truth About Deficit, Debt, and U.S. Currency. Marlon Jones has been talking about a video he watched out there that he's recommended, The Truth About Deficit, Debt, and U.S. Currency. And there's plenty of videos like that, but perhaps the one that you are recommending is the right one. But, you know, we already know that this fiat currency, you know, The Creature of Jekyll Island is a book that you guys should read. Apparently, you know, there's been a conspiracy for central banking here for a while in the country, you know, since before the 1920s, if I'm not mistaken. Check out The Creature of Jekyll Island as well. Blockchain LLC are having big plans, says Jerome. I heard Blockchain LLC is trying to sue blockchain.io or whatnot. I mean, you can't, I don't think you could patent or trademark a name like blockchain. You know, it's like, I don't know. Boss Lady says there is no max supply for Ethereum. Thank you for letting us know, Boss Lady. So there you go, Smooth. You know, apparently that's the hyperinflation there. You got to watch out for these coins that they have no cap, because in essence they become just a money printer, and that's the problem with the fiat that's controlled with governments. They just keep printing this up, and devaluing the currency, hyperinflation. So you know, hopefully that does not occur with the crypto coins. Okay, that's why I like Bitcoin. You know, it's fixed supply. It's fixed supply. There's only going to be, I believe, 21 million of them. And that's what it is. There is no max supply on the US dollars. Exactly, Marlon. And on top of that, no one really knows how many dollars are circulating out there. What is the circulating supply? We don't know, okay? And in fact, you know, the cost to print a $100 bill is the same that it costs to print a dollar bill. So, you know, there's no difference here. What you're dealing with is just basically worthless paper. On the other hand, the cost to mine one Bitcoin continues to increase. Okay, so, you know, it's you know, there's Bitcoin is supported at least by a hash rate, you know, a mining power, while the fiats are just supported by, you know, the good word of a government. It is what it is. Shout out to Danny Porto, says 305 till he dies. Shout out to everybody in 305. He says, buy Bitcoin. Indeed. Guys, learn what fractional reserve lending is, and you won't want any of fiat. We know about it, Marlon. Maybe you're just, you know, getting up on the game right now. But, you know, these people, they could lend you up to 10 times the amount that they have in their vault. So, you know, they don't even need money to lend you money. This money that they're lending you out here from the bank is just created out of thin air. They don't even need to mine it. Imagine being able to lend Bitcoins out that you didn't mine. That's how these banks are behaving out there. So definitely check that out. You know, Creature of Jekyll Island. I'll check out The Truth About Deficit, Debt, and U.S. Currency. Looks like Marlon Jones is starting to really pull back the layers out there. If you haven't already, it's definitely, you know, a rabbit hole I've walked down a long time ago, Marlon. But it's always good to be reminded as to why we're crip walking out here. Shout out to my walkers out there. 35 in the box. We've been streaming for about 37 minutes. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I roll out of here. I'm feeling good. Got up super early today. I was at the gym at 5 a.m. busting out the squats, feeling good out there, overhead press, and actually hit my numbers on the deadlifts today, looking good. Deadlifts is, like I said yesterday, becoming one of my favorite exercises out there, pulling the weight off the ground, doing our best to look like a young Larry Wheels by the end of the year. If you don't know about Larry, this is a bodybuilder and power lifter. This guy's only 23 years old. He's superhuman strength right now. Of course, he's on performance-enhancing drugs. He doesn't even deny it, but he's on the road to being a powerlifting champion and a bodybuilding champion. Check him out. And this particular lift that you're seeing here, he actually pulls so much weight that instead of sweating from his face, he literally bleeds out his face out there. So stay focused on Larry Wheels. We're doing our best to try to catch up to him. Swole AF. Indeed, Danny, you're right. Shout out to Mark D. Shout out to Tess Cooks for you. Getting here a little late, but good morning to you, Tess, one of our crypto chick boomers out there. We have a few crypto chicks that are here deep in the trenches with us. I know that the majority, 95% 95+% of the listeners here are men, but it's always nice to have crypto chicks show up like Boss Lady, like Tess Cooks for you. We need some crypto snipers out there, female snipers as well, and I appreciate you ladies. Shout out to Danny, Mark D, Adventures in Bitcoin Tess, Rafterman, Marlon Jones, and Patient Potato, and the rest of the boomers out there, guys. If you have any more comments and questions, drop them there in the population. And then I'm just going to get out of here. I'm just going to go enjoy my day out here. Hit the likes for the best crypto tuber out there. Thank you, Mark D. You know, most of the tubers out there, you know, they're not doing it like champagne. You know, we're trying to do it, you know, alpha, aggressive, but positive and educational as well. Carlos says, hey, Champagne, you're a legend. Guys, you're all legends out there, all the Nakamoto family. We're all Satoshi's cousins out here, especially the guys that show up here daily out here. It takes a whole community here to make this happen. And indeed, it's guys like Potato, like Danny, Portal, like Adventures in Crypto, like Rafterman, girls like Tess, like Boss Lady that keep me going. CryptoZilla, definitely a 5-star. CryptoZilla has been here almost from the beginning. Guys like Marlon Jones, probably one of my, if not one of my first subs out there. I see Marlon Jones since the beginning. I think Marlon has probably got the most rank here. CryptoZilla as well. But you guys make me boom every day, and we're all legends out here. And remember where you saw it, where you heard it first out here. Hopefully 10, 20 years from now, we'll be booming. And remembering these good old days. Each one teach one. That's the crypto way 100. Indeed, Boss Lady. Tess Cooks for you says she has not looked at crypto for a week. Took a break waiting for that crypto to boom. And that's okay, Tess. I tell people all the time, don't be looking at coin market cap 10, 20 times. Right now, things are trading sideways. Okay, go out there, do something else. I know Tess obviously cooks. She's probably cooking up some good meals. She's also probably attending to other things. You guys, sharpen your blade outside of crypto. Make sure you're getting healthier and wealthier while we trade sideways. Then you come every day or every couple days, secure your bags, tune into Champagne, make sure that you know what's going on, and stay focused out there, okay? But there's no reason on the off season to be spending 10, 20 times a day to look at coin market cap when we know things are trading sideways. CryptoZilla knows it started off with the Maniac Mondays. Damn, Zilla has been around for a while. Indeed, Crypto Maniac Mondays. I used to give out Steam on Mondays. We got to bring out a day out there where we do some giveaways. I think it's time to show some love. You guys drop a fee out there in the population of the chat box. And it's time for Champagne to give back. So I have to come up with something. Maybe we do something in relation to Maniac Mondays or do a giveaway or stuff. It's been a while since I gave out. I used to give out every week a bunch of Steam coins. So Rafterman says he remembers the old days on Steam. Yeah, every week I was giving out Steam there for months on end. Maybe 6, 7 months plus. Marlon Jones says, don't have much of that old money, but I have plenty of that new crypto money. Indeed, Marlon, it's a new day, a new era out here, and, you know, we're gathering the community. Mark D says he trades stocks to fuel his crypto holdings, will not sell crypto until the next kaboom, not worried about small moves. Guys, at least hold the bag till the next halvening. At this point, if it's 2020, apparently it's either 2020 or 2021, but I believe it's 2020. It's only like a year and a half, you know, so, you know, that's going to blow right past us. Before you know it, we're going to be at the halvening, dropping bombs. You know, I'm going to have to probably roll some tanks out here on the screen, some choppers, some missiles. We're going to need more than just these little grenades out here. Hey, Rafterman, I should get back on Steam, and that's how I got started, says Test Cook for you. I still been posting on Steam here and there. You know, Steam Hard Fork occurred yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Hard Fork 20. The price kind of went up. Let's look at the price here of Steam. You know, Steam, it's always been one of my favorite blockchains out there. Although the price, you know, hasn't really delivered as much as I like. We're at 91 cents, you know, a lot lower than I would expect, you know, would like it to be at. But it's been a fun ride on Steam either way. And I think, you know, Steam is definitely a trailblazer, if you ask me. Steam Hard Fork 20 occurred yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Smart Media tokens are available now. So I don't know. What's up with whale shares, says Boss Lady. I don't know about that. Whale shares, never heard of it. I have no idea. Think in 20 years will we remember these days with joy, says Rafterman R. Indeed. And it's being documented here. The boomers know. This is, once you throw it up online, they say it's permanent. So let the world know what was happening here with the young boomers as the bits were rising. Adventures in Bitcoin says, not a fan of Steem, but I respect the project. Listen, if you could just take away, looking at the price and see, what it's meant to do. I mean, it's a great idea. Definitely has its flaws, though, and there's some bad actors there as well that arguably kind of ruined it for everybody else. But I still like it. Steem is the most used blockchain, says Marlon. You're right. We'll boom again, but we'll be the MySpace of the blockchain. You may be right, Marlon, but, MySpace was fun too when it was booming. Maybe nothing lasts forever, and it served its purpose. There would be no Facebook or Instagram if it wasn't for MySpace. So perhaps Steem is that one. That sacrificial lamb. All right, guys. It's been 45 minutes. I like to tune it down around this time. I want to go ahead and show gratitude to all you maniacs out there. Marlon, I appreciate you. Adventures in Bitcoin, I appreciate you. CryptoZilla, I appreciate you. Why We War, thank you. Boss Lady, thank you. Rafterman, thank you. Test Cooks for You, thank you. The rest of the boomers, I appreciate all you maniacs, even the dissenters out there that don't believe in champagne. I appreciate you lone wolves disliking as well. Sometimes you need dissent as well to keep us going. Appreciate you too, champ. Patient Potato says, thank you. Roger Oliver says, baby formula, wait, champ. It's all good, Roger. I'm not here just to get fiat. It's all good, guys. If you want to drop fiat, I'll take it. But, it's not required out here. It's not required. How was the dentist, says Why We War. Yeah, I went to the dentist earlier this week, and it was just for a cleanup. I'm looking good, keeping that Colgate smile. I got no cavities, guys, okay? All right, and you got to ask yourself, what causes cavities? It's the sugar out there, not the meats, okay? It's the sugar and the carbs that are rotting your teeth, not the fats and the meats, guys. Roger Oliver says, $2 there in the population of the shop. Well, thanks a lot, Roger. I can't thank you enough. Always showing love. It seems like every single broadcast, Roger's showing up here with $2. Everybody owes me $2 here because Roger drops $2 every. So everybody here owes me $2 just because of Roger. Thanks a lot, Roger. I appreciate you, Roger. I appreciate it very much. Boss Lady says Whale Shares is the new Steemit. Okay, is that on the Steemit blockchain or is it a new blockchain? Have a nice one, champ, says Roger. Thank you again, champ. Processed sugar evil, $2. Have a nice one. All right, Boss Lady, I'll give her a second to respond if Whale Shares is a new blockchain or whatnot. KBM from Toronto, Canada is back. And I'm about tuning out because I want to keep these broadcasts less than an hour so that people will catch the replay. I want to drop a 20 bomb on you, but can't find the super chat on this iPad. I don't know. It should be somewhere in the top right-hand corner, Marlon. I don't know. It's somewhere up there. If you don't catch it today, I'm sure you'll be back another day. I appreciate you, Marlon. I know you've been a day one boomer with us. So it's all good, Marlon. Everyone have a great day back to work. Why We War says Ripple number 2. Ripple is number 3 right now. Ripple's number 3 right now. It knocked the Ethereum off the number 2 spot, but now it's number 3. So it is what it is. How long for? No, it's not. It's no longer number 2. It's back to number 3. Why We War. Good show as usual, champ, says Rafterman. Indeed. Great question. Checking on it. Yeah, let us know. I'm going to go ahead and tune out. And, yeah, that's what we'll do. Let me know maybe in the next broadcast. Martin says, post your BTC address in the comments. I'll send you the bits. I should do a little, a tip in crypto or whatnot. Maybe I'll pull out an address, open up a wallet just for tips. Yen comes up as the only option, and I don't use Google Funny Money. Yeah, I think it's okay. You could pay in different currencies here on the Super Chat, and it automatically gets converted to US dollars when Google sends over the check, if I'm not mistaken, because I've been getting tips in euros, and I believe those get funneled into US dollars when Google sends over the payments, if I'm not mistaken. So I would assume if you did, send up yen, it'll automatically get converted by Google. So it is what it is. Marlon says, do that. We should be tipping in bits. Yeah, I mean, just to, look out for you. everybody should be hodling their bits. I mean, if you want to give me bits, I'll take them. But, you know, I think that, you know, if I were you, I would hold on to the bits and give out fiat. But if you're feeling so generous, I'm not going to tell you no. So you know how it is. Bye for now, champ. Bye, you all. Thanks again, Roger. Thanks, Marlon, Boss Lady, CryptoZilla. I'm out of here, guys. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.